Everybody, Real with Wes coming at you Friday here. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys are ready for tomorrow's service, 6 p.m. virtually. And then the following week, first Sunday in March, I think it's the 6th, we got in-person service again. It's awesome. See you guys last time. Look forward to seeing you again. Finishing off this week when the pressure's on. The last thing I can leave you with, because this week we've been talking about mentalities, the things that psych you out from when the pressure gets on, the knee-jerk reactions you want to do, the usual stuff you want to do. And so today, one of the things I've learned in my life, and still learning, by the way, is when the pressure's really high, one way to get the pressure off or to get through that pressure is to get busy helping someone else who's under pressure. I always finish these weeks off a lot where the completion of a lot of these spiritual principles and things we talk about in our interaction and relationship with God, everything is us receiving freely from God and us freely giving to someone else. Every time, the completion in the cycle of many, if not, honestly, I would even dare say all these things, whenever we receive something from God, it is our job to pay it forward to others unconditionally, just like we received it. We unconditionally give it to others. The easiest way, though, to get out from your head, out from under the pressure, is to get busy helping someone else. Why? 3 quick things. 1, it is a true act of faith because you're saying, God, while I'm helping someone else, I'm trusting you take care of me. That's the beautiful thing about it. The other thing about it is a good distraction, by the way. It keeps your mind off of it because you're busy helping someone else out is what you're doing. You're busy being a blessing to someone else. It gets the focus off you, and it gets the focus off being absorbed with the problem, because you sitting there being absorbed, you got to accept the fact at some point you can't do anything about it. You have to give it over to God. And what do I do during that time? Man, help others. Be a blessing to others. Pour into someone else's life. The other thing that happens, the third thing that comes encouragement, when you see God's goodness show up in someone else's life, it reminds you of God's goodness. It encourages you. It gives you hope. It gives you expectation that in your situation, hey, God did it for them, and whatever they needed, God's going to take care of me and all those. So it's so good it's refreshing when you get involved in someone else's life, because you get so off worrying about your issues that you really give it over to God. You really live in faith, not neglect, but faith. And then now you're being a blessing to someone else. Your act of faith, your act of getting it off your mind and really casting the care. And the act of encouraging yourself and hope is, man, seeing that goodness show up in someone else's life. So if you're under a lot of pressure, what does it mean? Man, go be a blessing to someone else's life and watch God. Not because you're being a blessing necessarily. Don't do it as a quid pro quo thing. No, but because you're finally out of the way to let God be God. And you're saying, God, I trust you to handle that. And I get out of the way and I get out of self, and I'm going to make it about someone else today. And I'm going to watch you not only show up in my life, but show up in someone else's life. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Catch you next week.